In this video, I'm going to show you how to navigate the top of the screen inside Cronometer. This is one of my favorite features of Cronometer, honestly, because so many apps only track calories and macros. This app tracks your micronutrients as well, which is super important. So if we start at the top here, you see how you can kind of scroll left or right if you wanted to. If we scroll left, we see energy summary. I literally never ever use that. I only use this screen for calorie and macro targets because it's more clear what's going on, right? Your target is on the right, and then where you're actually at is on the left, and then it kind of gives you a percentage. If you've noticed here, by the way, you can probably notice that my fat is a tiny little bit under, my carbs are a tiny little bit under, and my protein's a tiny little bit over, which would probably bring me at like exactly 100%. And yet my energy is showing as 97%, which doesn't really make sense. But this is for a number of reasons, because not every food is going to have like an exact amount of each macronutrient, and it's not going to add up perfectly. But also I use artificial sweeteners sometimes, and these will sometimes track as 0 calories, but the carbs will track as carbs. So that's another reason why it's kind of tracking funny. But anyway, you should be aware of your macros more so than your calories. Like, you want to shoot for around the macros that you're programmed. And if you're over one, you kind of know that you're under another, if that makes sense. And calories are what's most important for fat loss, really. But you need to get kind of comfortable with understanding the numbers here, because it's not always going to add up perfectly. If you have any questions regarding this, please ask me in the chat. Okay, we're going to continue scrolling. So if we scroll right here, we see highlighted nutrient targets. These are the default ones, and I've set certain targets for myself. My fiber I've set at, I can't remember. Oh, actually, I've let this one be at the default, which is 25 grams for most people, I believe. And you can see that I get a metric shit ton of fiber at almost 60 grams of fiber today. So when I click on one of these, it will give me a report for that specific nutrient, right? So if I click on fiber again, it gives me a breakdown. If I want to see the full breakdown of all the foods that I ate today that contributed to my fiber intake, or the ones that contributed the most, I can click on view more, and then it's going to give me a list of all of these. And I can do this with any of the nutrients. And if I wanted to see a daily report, I could go here and it would give me a report of each and every mineral and micronutrient, which is pretty cool. For some people, if, for example, you're watching your saturated fat for health reasons, you could see your total saturated fat for the day. You can see your amino acid profile for the day. As you can tell, it's not a problem for me because I eat a lot of protein. Okay, so if we go back again and then we swipe right one more time, you can see nutrition scores. So same here, but just different types of breakdowns. So these are going to be just like broad summaries of immune support, vitamins. I don't ever really use that personally. The ones I use the most is this one here and this one here. So this is how you navigate the top of the screen. There's not really anything else to show you here. I'm going to show you in the next video actually how to run reports. So make sure to watch that one. But I think this is it for now.